us low. They think that we don't know, so we gon' show them that this kingdom about to rise up. They wanna keep us low. They think that we don't know, so we gon' show them that this kingdom about to rise up. Rise, 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 rise. Every time I turn around,
I'm the same card.
Hey, how you doing?
What's going on, people?
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Carter.
Well, no. So
That's
I was thinking we should change the name to Jared Springer, and we could have like people fighting in the background.
Yeah. We'll have like bouncers there letting the fight go on, but like already planned it out.
Yeah.
But it's got to be choreographed, obviously.
Nah.
Yeah, that's the
we
thing.
gotta wing it.
Yeah, I hit somebody with a chair the other day.
Yeah, I see that.
Who
Who was it? Macho something? Was it?
Yeah, Randy Salvage.
Randy Salvage.
Yeah, he does all kinds of stuff.
Welcome back.
Tonight we have a real special guest, a friend of mine who I developed a good relationship with him over the last year.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
this is a big one.
Yeah, Hector Camacho Jr.
We're growing.
Junior.
It's Macho time. Let's go. Oh,
there you go. Showing some clips.
Oh, he's out already. It's Macho time.
It's Macho time.
Can't hear him. I can't hear him.
It's a pleasure to be on. Gerard, how you doing, brother? Doing, champ? Pleasure to be on.
Can't hear him though.
If you can hear us, you gotta check your reception.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Yes. I can hear.
You might have to check your spot in the gym.
We can't hear. What? Oh, he's.
How about now? You can hear me?
Reset.
All right.
Can you hear?
That's a little better.
You can hear me? I can hear you guys.
We get bloopers in the beginning of every week.
Every week there's something.
That means it's gonna be a good day.
Never fails. Is it here? Then you can't hear it
You
yet?
guys can hear me, correct? I can hear you guys.
You might be in a bad spot. Are you in the gym?
You can't. Ask him. Can Nick ask him if he's in a bad spot?
No. Maybe we can text him.
I'm in the gym.
His number. Text him.
We're gonna text him.
Yeah.
I like the Raider Nation. Look at that hat. I should have worn my hat.
No, it's not allowed. You would have to leave it.
I wore it last week. My man's got it on right now.
Can you guys hear me? Y'all can hear me?
A little. Oh. All right, we're gonna figure this out. We got some bloopers going on. We're blooping.
We're gonna have a high
on our 20th year anniversary.
A highlight reel.
Every week.
Behind the scenes.
Oh, who's that guy? Oh, who's that guy?
Your last few weeks have been straight.
Who's that guy?
The senior.
So that picture with him and his father, he was hugging his father.
Yeah.
That was. Oh no, that was another one.
He
have a picture with them too. I'm gonna bring that up. That's gonna be a good
Fernando Vargas. Hector's got a good story. His story.
Oh, wait a minute. I know the problem.
Hector's got a good story.
overcasted by his father.
Not so much overcasted, but you know, his dad kind of was like a superstar, world champion, showman, and the boxing part of it was mostly where his connection to his son was, but the fathering part was where there was no connection.
Like a
Like,
disconnection.
as to be a dad, you know,
Yeah.
as to do the things dads do. And after you hear Camacho's story, you know, there'll be a lot of dads out there that
Might want to pay attention.
might want to pay attention to this, because the importance of a father to be present. There's no excuses.
Yeah.
You know, people say, you know, I hear, my wife's difficult. This is difficult. This one makes it difficult. Courts, lawyers, judges. I don't care.
Excuses.
No excuses.
No excuse.
We're gonna take a break.
We're gonna take a short break, figure out what's going on. We'll be back in a minute.
Yep. Let's get them tonight. All right.
Welcome back.
All right. This
Beat
is
up,
better.
but
This
up,
is
but-
better. It was Ron's fault.
This is the beginning of our show now. We're gonna forget the last.
All right,
10
we're
minutes.
on. We're on. This is gonna work.
Let's go.
I had everything going on my phone. How many apps did I have open?
About 23. 23 apps and no nudity, which was fantastic.
Yeah. So
ADHD.
So tonight, you know, I see a lot of interviews with Junior and
Bring him right in.
his dad. Yeah, bring him in. Let's get him in. Yes, that's better now.
What's up, brother? Can you hear us?
Macho time.
Can you hear us? Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Can you hear me?
No.
It's a little bit of a.
You got a little bit of a noise in the back. All right.
He's good.
You're good. You're good. Where are you?
Oh, geez, yeah.
Lost him again?
Yeah.
Oh no,
No,
that's
he-
it. That's him. He keeps dumping out.
Yeah, he
coming
comes
back.
out.
We're good. He's coming
We can
back.
hear him. He's
All
good.
right.
That's Jay. Just in case you haven't
Don't say
noticed.
anything to him anymore. He's
Just in case you haven't noticed, Jared has attention problems.
Attention.
Well, maybe it's not a problem. Maybe it's good. He uses it to his benefit.
I'm all.
He's focused in on multiple things at once.
Why? What happened?
You were listening to the guy punching the heavy bag in the
Yeah, but
background.
you can't hear him. Maybe this is, you know, I couldn't.
He's good.
You want me
We're
to
good.
lie?
We're good. No, we're good.
I don't lie.
We're bringing him back, though.
Yeah.
We're bringing him back.
So yeah, as I was saying though, his dad, when he was boxing, but when he wasn't boxing, early in his career, so what happened was early in his career when he was with the original people that know him, like like you have a certain, like when you fight, there's people that know you as a fighter. They know what makes you tick.
Yeah.
So you go to somebody new, they don't know how to get
Yeah.
the Hulk
To get to that,
emotionally, mentally
to
prepared
be ready
for that moment. They don't know how to do that.
Jay's
Yeah.
back.
All right, is he coming back?
Yep.
All right. Hey, what's up, bro?
Macho time. Can you hear me?
We hear you.
Yeah?
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Nothing much, man. Can't wait to go on and talk about boxing stuff.
One second. Oh, there it is. There you are. We got you.
All
Macho
right,
time.
Finally.
Finally.
What's up, Macho? How you doing, Hector?
Nothing much, man. Can't really work out in. You know, I'm back at home, back in my second home, which is the boxing gym. Feeling good. Great to be back, you know.
Where's that, New York?
No, we're in Kansas right now. I took a little break. I'm in Kansas. Came out here to work out a little bit, but to get away from everybody. So I'm here. I'm more secluded. I'm away from everybody, so I can focus better in Kansas.
There you go. There you go. Where'd you? Let's go back. Let's take it back. Let's go back in time. Where did you grow up? Where did you grow up?
Hello?
Yeah, where did you grow up? Is it?
We're having a tough one,
It's not.
folks.
It's him. There's not much you can
I think if he walked out of the gym,
I told him. I texted him.
he's got bells ringing. You're playing with me. This guy's got bells ringing. Pats.
We almost killed a couple people last week for that one.
Yeah, there was a little throwing things out there. but
Anyway, so
as I
this
was
is
saying-
Macho Camacho Jr. His father's the great Hector Macho Camacho,
yeah,
who fought people like Sugar Ray Leonard,
Roberto Duran.
Vinny Paz.
yeah, he's in his prime. I was watching some of his stuff, and in his prime, no, but he was just really.
was
His
the,
feet were amazing.
Oh yeah, his feet, his footwork, and then, you know what's crazy about that? Me being an MMA guy, you know, the guy who he loved was Bruce Lee. So I'm pretty sure he started out in martial arts before he went into like boxing.
I don't know. Bruce Lee is the best ever because it's not his philosophy.
Yeah.
It wasn't about the fight because a fight is a fight.
Yeah.
If you apply his philosophy to any fight that you're doing,
Take the best of whatever you learn from everybody and that works for you and use it. That was basically
it's a mind frame.
yeah.
It's a mind frame.
He said,
And
"Be
the way
like
you
water.
prepare.
If a water hits a brick wall, it crashes. If a water goes into a cup, it becomes a cup.
Yeah.
So it's like
that's fluid.
yeah, to form to whatever the situation that you're in.
And then you take that into boxing, you take it into mixed martial arts. And I would encourage anybody who wanted to learn boxing to read Bruce Lee's philosophy to fight him.
Yeah.
Because when you can have that mentality.
That you can learn from anybody, actually. That was his mentality.
Yeah, but it's more about himself. It was more
Yeah.
Bruce Lee was more about the inner energy that he would control and
bringing out the best.
and then he was just very good at being able to control and teach you how to use speed for power and his philosophy.
So Hector, that's who he looked up to growing up. Senior, he actually made his own jab.
I know.
You know how everybody turns over the jab?
Yeah,
he would just boop.
It was already from here. He would go
boop,
and just
come
pop
straight
it
up. So it was fast. His
really
speed
fast.
was ridiculous.
So fast.
Did you watch the documentary?
I did. Stepping off to the side.
Yeah.
He was powerful. Like later on in his career, it looks like he lost some of his sting.
Yeah.
Like he lost some of his power, but
I think he lost love for the sport. That's why.
Yeah.
That happens. That's what happens, you know.
Yeah, he was.
You start losing love for the sport.
I'm disappointed right now with that.
We're trying, folks. We'll have him on there.
Corey Young, what's up, buddy? What's up, people? Yeah, I'm disappointed right now. This is a violation code 7132BF. This is a serious violation. Anyone who knows me know this code.
Man is not completely happy.
Yes.
Yeah, we're gonna put some comments up. You can respond. Look at the screen.
Yeah. All right. Good.
Corey Young.
All right. What did he say?
He said, "Yo."
I just did respond.
Okay, you got
Barboza. I work with Hector for Roberto Duran fight. Brian the Bull Barboza.
Brian
Barboza. Right there.
Yeah, there he is. Brian, what's going on, buddy?
Oh, here we go.
We back?
Let's go. Oh.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Out. He's in, then he's out. That's how his father used to fight. Stick and move, baby.
This is like a relationship.
Stick and move.
What?
Oh, man.
What is going on? You wonder what I'm saying?
I love you. No, I don't. I love you. No, I
I'm in.
don't.
I'm out.
I'm in.
No.
Oh, you're all on. What's going on?
Right? Unbelievable. What was I saying?
I got a list though. I pray that we get Jared on. I mean, we get Hector on. We got Jared on already. We get Hector on because I got a list, man. This is some good stuff right
So
here.
yeah, like
This guy had a lot of fights. Junior?
he had over 50 fights. Right?
Yeah, he had over 50 fights.
I wonder what is driving him right now because he's in the gym. He's up there in age, right?
He's 42 years old.
Over 50 fights. What else?
Talking about making a comeback.
Yeah. What else do you have? What else do you have to prove in this game that you want to fight still right now today?
He must have the love for the sport or something. He must, that love comes back. He must have went to watch a couple fights lately because every time you ever do that, you go to watch the fights and you're like, maybe I should take one more.
Yeah, well, what happens is the longer you stay away from the game, the more knowledge you get, the more experience you get. Yeah. And then, you think you can still...
You sit back and you're like, I could have did this like this. I could have did... And you understand, but then you forget that your body might not move the same way.
Oh, I know what's wrong.
Your timing might be a little bit off.
Yeah.
I think that was wrong with yours, Jared. He's probably on the gym's Wi-Fi.
He is.
I just told him not to.
To get off it?
Yeah, let's see.
I hope he's off it. I mean, I hope he's not on it.
Hey, right here, read the screen.
What does it say?
Desiree Richie says sometimes it's a paycheck.
Cheats Manfredo, my brother. You know Steve Manfredo?
Right there?
Cheats Manfredo, Steven?
Is that Peter's brother?
Yeah.
Yeah, I referee. I judge some fights with him.
All right,
fellas. Macho time.
I can't believe this connection. Can you hear us?
I can hear you guys. Can you see me?
Ask him if he's on the gym Wi-Fi.
We can hear you, but it's staticky.
Are you on the gym Wi-Fi?
Oh.
Wow. This is a relationship.
Yeah.
This is me and you. This is a relationship.
This is when I try to call Jared to work out details. He said, "I'll call you back," and he calls me. No, I'll call you back. No, I'll call you later. And then it's just a text, and then it's an unanswered text.
This is like I'm in, I'm out.
Yeah.
Oh, he's here.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
but
though.
what's Cheech?
Damn.
Cheech Manfredo for president. What is Jay?
He is.
Hey, do you guys know it's two different comment sections?
Yes. All of our, tell them it's because we go live on 7 platforms and all the comments are brought into one box.
All right, they can probably hear you.
No, tell them.
Jay said Tajatel Senior, his post has different
Right. Exactly.
Oh yeah,
different
yeah.
people.
That's the point.
That's the point. But that didn't sound
Oh, look at it.
who was that handsome boy?
Who we got? Yeah.
Look at the screen.
That's it. What about it?
No, there's another comment.
Oh,
Up on the screen.
I love you guys. I love Stephen Manfredo. Stephen Manfredo is a warrior, man. That kid, let me tell you something. He'd stand right there with you, go toe to toe.
Yeah.
Stephen Manfredo, he had the Mickey Ward mentality. Couldn't hurt him with a brick.
Yeah.
You could hit him with a rock. It would just stand there and keep coming and keep punching. One of the best people I know, Cheech Manfredo. Break the leg, guys. Billy V. Billy V's got an amazing Rocky Marciano piece. I don't know all the details about it, but he's going to join us next week for part of the show to promote this piece. There's only so many in the world that were made, right? Is that what he said, Rob?
We'll do a plug-in for next week. We got Rob Font, UFC fighter number 11 in the world, bantamweight, who's fighting this Saturday and then coming on the Monday after his fight. That's a big show. We're excited for that one. Next week.
That's the MMA guy, right? The
champion. MMA guy.
Yeah, the champion.
He was CES's first bantamweight champion, I think, or 140. Was it 145?
Where is he from? Rhode Island?
So he's from Mass. He fights out of
Jay, right here.
the Boston area.
What about it? What, Rob?
There.
What?
Watch the comments.
Only 49 in the world.
Yeah.
Still a little breaking up though. It's weird. He just went out again.
He's quick.
Is his
He's
phone
quick.
going
He
in
fights
now?
like that.
Yeah, no, he's hanging up.
I think I seen his last pro fight. I watched on.
What's up, Mark? My
watched,
buddy.
I watched Hector's last pro fight.
The junior. Yeah. How's that? Better? Yeah.
I can hear you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, finally.
We on?
Nice.
45 minutes later.
Macho time.
What's going on, buddy?
We on. As long as we on, that's what matters.
Yes. Amen.
What's up, brother? I'm Todd. I'm a good
Todd,
friend.
what
of
up, brother?
Jared.
You hanging there with the champ. You next to a good man right there. You next to a good man right there.
I see that Raiders hat. I love that. Are we a Raiders fan?
I'm following the Raiders now. The Vegas Raiders, I'm following them, yes.
Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about.
But die-hard Jet fan. Die-hard Jet fan, though.
Oh, yeah, you need a second team. Definitely need a second team right now.
Yeah. So what's up, fellas?
How you doing, Hector? Everything good?
Everything good, man, here in Kansas. I'm back in the gym. I'm back at home. I'm comfortable at putting that work in, getting back in shape. You know, it's tough, man. After all these years, man, it's tough to find that motivation, that boost to keep going. And I feel like I'm finding it now.
So what motivates you to even want to fight again to begin with at this point in your life?
You know what? You know, when I reminisce, when I look back at my career, and that's what irks me, to tell myself I could do a lot more. But my goal was to become world champion. My goal was to become, for myself, Camacho Jr. And I feel like I achieved that. In 2001, I was main event, my father for my undercard. But at this age, it's my daughters that motivate me. I want to leave behind a legacy, a bigger legacy for them. So that's what keeps me going.
That's what I'm talking about. I was gonna ask you, how old's your daughter?
I got two beautiful daughters. One 21, one that's 21. My oldest 21. My youngest is 8.
Wow.
Nice.
And they ask for a lot of things, so I gotta take my ball back in the ring.
Yeah.
They ask a lot, so you gotta provide.
So how old were you when you? What was your first memory of boxing when you were coming up? Your youngest memory of boxing.
Yeah. I'm from a boxing family. I mean, that's all I know how to do is fight. Upon other things that I've done outside the ring, but this what thrives me. This is what keeps me going. This is what keeps me hung. This is what keeps me young. This is my therapy. Being inside a boxing ring, inside a boxing gym. I'm safe here.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. That makes a lot of sense.
So are you still surrounded by family in the boxing ring? Like blood family? I know gyms become like family members. Is there any of your relatives there training with you?
Run that question by again.
So are you surrounded by blood family still? I know gyms become family. We lost them. We lost them. We're trying, folks.
I want to get back to this point. I want to find out. I want to get to with him. I want to take him back to like childhood. Because, Because there was a Camacho side of the family, the father side of the family that were totally opposite than the way he got raised. He got raised by 4 women.
Yeah.
A grandmother, sisters, and I guess 2 aunts. But I know his father used to bust his balls all the time, call him a sissy, tell him, and the way his father would come at him about being raised by women, he also wasn't in his life as a dad to be that person. Yeah. So why is he contradict? So that moment, a lot of that's almost like emotional abuse on a kid.
Yeah.
A lot of kids break.
I heard a story that I don't know if he was maybe in Florida or whatever they were away. It was him and his father. And he wakes up in the morning, has a phone call from his father, and he's like, the next country over or whatever. He's like, hey, there's some money in the pillow. Like, I think he's like 8 years old, 10 years old. There's some money in the pillow. If you need anything, use it. It's yours. I was like, so it was like his father was maybe like more like a friend maybe at that point. You know what I mean?
Who, Junior? Hector?
Yeah. Well, Senior was a couple states over calling his son Junior.
Yeah.
While he's like 8 years old saying, hey, there's some money in the
So
pillow
what?
if
Like,
you need
like he
anything.
was saying he left them and here's the money.
Yeah.
And the effects, certain things can affect people differently. The father not being present as a dad, but being present in the boxing world. When it came to his boxing, his father was
His
armed.
father was with him and
But
had his
what,
back and trained him.
only in boxing,
Yeah.
only in the boxing world. When
Yeah.
it came down to like being with his son and loving him emotionally, the way the kids needed, his father was absent. And then would tease him about being raised by women, but wouldn't be there. So what I'm saying is, because of that tease,
What could that do to somebody?
right?
Yeah.
It didn't break him. He still
Didn't break him.
he still found a way to,
Yeah.
you know. And the one thing I noticed about Junior is he does a lot in the community. He's always giving back. He's always doing different things. I follow him. I watch what he does. He's got a big heart.
Yeah.
So I asked him. We were talking, and I said, "You're doing it totally opposite of your father, and that's why he's probably still fighting."
But you know what
because-
though? His father, when you watch like the documentary and thing, his father seemed like he had a big heart too, and like just would walk around the community, shaking people's hands, just always would stop. I heard at one point, I guess he's getting ready to take a flight, and somebody, hey, can I get your autograph? Nah, forget that flight. I'll give you an autograph, and I'll miss my flight. You know what I'm saying? Like he was a people's person. Like he
was
I mean?
he was a young troubled kid.
Yeah.
Came up and didn't have any structure and foundation,
Yeah.
kind of, and was wild to the core. But people found him who knew what made him tick.
Yeah.
Listen.
He had good people around him.
This is the key. Here's what happens in boxing. I'm gonna say it. You get a kid that you develop and you bring him along, and the kid starts turning into something. Okay, then people get in his ear, but only the people that got him to this place he is at, because they protected him from the things that they know what make him tick. If they know how to cocoon him almost.
Yeah.
It's like Camacho did with Tyson.
Tyson, yeah.
Nobody could control Tyson.
I think the same type of thing happened
Camacho.
with the father. Like he had that surrounding, and then at a certain point he went outside of that.
People were in his ear.
Don King came along. Don King came along. I need everything.
I'm gonna get a Don King wig. We should both get Don King wigs.
Yeah.
Right? I shave your eyebrows and
I don't want to
mayonnaise.
get whacked. Make it
Is
brother Don King.
Is he still alive, Don King?
I don't know. I haven't heard any much from him. Well, actually, no. What was it? No, that was the other guy.
Anybody know about Don King? Is he still living? Let me see. Brian Panacchia, my brother. Thank you, guy. Thank you, Brian. Oh, Randy Panacchia. I'm sorry. Randy, you're the best. Anybody know if Don King's still alive? Jets are in first place right now.
Yeah, first place.
Come on.
For first round draft pick.
Dr. Estrada.
Don King's alive.
Don King's alive.
Rolando Estrada, Big Six boxing.
89 years old, born in 1931.
Definitely doing it right over
And
there.
he's still robbing everybody.
We're gonna have Jason. We're gonna Jason on Matt.
Oh yeah.
The whole Big Six crew.
Oh yeah, we need the Big Six crew over here.
We're big supporters and big fans of
Absolutely.
Roland Estrada, one of the best. And it's weird. He gets those
I'm a
guys
big
ready. You see
fan
him?
of Roland's comedy.
Oh, he's raw, huh?
He's raw.
Oh, if you want to laugh, just go to Roland's page.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You
If
know,
you're bored during the day, just scroll through
the
Roland's
king of Sting, I call him.
Yeah.
Who's this? Lucio.
Let's get back to something we were discussing too. We're gonna have a segment on the absentee of fathers and things like that, and or just
Read that.
Rolando.
He's doing Joe Pesci from God.
Oh, funny how do I mean you? Listen, Roland, Doc, is Don King alive?
Yeah,
Is
he
he living?
he's alive.
He said, yeah.
Yeah, he's 89 or something.
What about John Madden?
John Madden. He's still alive. He's got to be alive.
I don't hear from John Madden
He's
anymore.
probably
You
still
don't
doing
see.
commercials.
Oh, John Madden kicked it.
How do
Oh,
you
really?
know? How do you don't even like football. What do you know?
Yeah, I know.
This guy don't even. How do you know he's dead?
I built the whole network around it.
What is Camacho
Wait, ready?
still on there?
He's 84. Who's 84? John Madden. Oh, Madden's alive, 84. His eyebrows are still brown.
Hey, Ron, is Camacho still on there?
No, he's not. He's not coming back. I think he got pissed.
Oh, it wasn't working. So Camacho, a few things we were going to talk about. Camacho,
He might come back.
33 wins before his first loss. Imagine that. 33 wins before his first loss.
Camacho.
He was 33-1, Junior. 33-0
Before
he got a loss. That's something. That's a feat in itself.
Yeah.
You know. And then another feat was him, his father, and his uncle were all on the same card.
Wow, that's it.
And he was the main
cool.
event.
Really?
Junior was the main event.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And then there was a story behind that. I wish I could have talked to him, but I don't know if he's coming back. But supposedly the uncle did probably the best that night, like performance-wise.
Yeah.
And he had gotten into a fight earlier that day or the day before and got arrested. And still made the fight.
Oh, geez. How about Senior?
Yeah.
Senior would like get all whacked out the night
Oh,
before
I
a big
know.
fight,
I know.
and still come in and dominate like it was like
Yeah.
nothing about like nothing. Just dominate.
So remember, me and Jack. I don't know if was I talking with you about this last night
He's done.
when he fought Vinny Paz, and he comes in and he goes,
Hi, Lisa.
"I trained for this." He looked
Right.
at Vinny because Vinny, I guess, was talking a lot of junk. There was a lot of smack talking back and forth.
Yeah.
So Camacho was like, Senior was like, "I'm getting ready for this guy."
Right, because sometimes humble pie is the best thing to do because
Yeah,
sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes there's a sleeping giant out there.
Oh, yeah.
And just because they're sleeping, if they get poked the wrong way or just a little bit right, all it
Be
takes.
careful. Be careful
Yeah,
for who
all
you
it
poke.
takes is that little poke the wrong
Yeah,
way to make you say, all right.
Yeah.
That's when you get up and that's when you buckle down. That's what happened. And that's
Yeah.
you know the results of that fight.
Oh yeah.
It was messy.
Yeah, Vinny was like, "Oh, he's faster than I thought." At one point, like, this dude is fast.
And his feet are amazing.
So the thing was, though, he fights Vinny, and so he trained for that. No drugs, no messing up, no going out.
Yeah,
So it was kind of a switch after that because now it's like when you take these like that special type of breed of person of who he was mentally, like, even though he was crazy, like I feel like it takes that type of person to become that type of world champion. You know what I'm saying? That person that has that dark side or has that, thing inside of them to just push through anything at any point and just keep going.
it's a killer instinct. You can't teach that.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
can't teach that instinct.
It's a special breed.
It's a
to
special
just
breed.
keep going to get to that level, right? So we talk about like even like someone like Tom Brady or these people that made it to this level, which is
It's a will
set
to,
apart.
It's
you
a
know what I
will
mean?
to win.
Yeah.
Is what it is. If you got a will to win,
Yeah.
and you got a killer instinct, so you
I
got to
think
be out.
I think it's more than that though. I think it's the will to win. Yeah, like they can't lose, right? But it's also something in them that no matter it's in them that they don't know what losing is or giving up is.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like it's not even in their thought process or dictionary. You know what I mean?
Well,
It's not even an option.
what better way to look at things?
Yeah,
That's how you overcome.
yeah.
That's how you get up
Yeah.
off the canvas. That's how
Sometimes
that's
it's
how
not
you do it.
realistic, but it becomes realistic at that point.
You have to have something in you that there has to be a purpose inside of your body and your heart that you're just born with that gives you that. When people used to say, I can't, or you can't do this, or you're gonna end up like this, you're gonna be here, you're gonna be there.
Yeah.
I would just look at him and say, watch me. And I watch me. Like I can, I will.
I don't think I would look at people and say that.
I look at people. I look at my.
Are they right? And then I would get angry and I'd be like, I'm gonna show myself that they're not right, and I'm gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, get angry.
They'd be like, Todd, what are you doing? Like, I lost my first 2 pro fights, and they're like, what are you doing? My grandfather looked at me and said, Todd, they kick each other in the head. You sure you want to do that? He was a big boxing fan. He's like, they elbow each other, they kick each other. You sure you want to do that? I said, Grandpa, I'm good. I'm telling you. Then I lost my first 2 pro fights. But I kept going, and after that it was just knockout.
The first 2 fights you come out, you lose. Why didn't you hang your gloves up then?
There was no way I couldn't go out like that. There was no way.
Did it crush your mind?
There was no. So one of the biggest thing is from those first 2, I realized how poorly I was being trained and how much more I needed to put into training.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Because
show up.
After that first loss, the next day I was in the gym hitting the bag with more intensity. Like I had more in me already just from that knowledge of that what I went through and how far I could actually go.
That's where the growth is.
Yeah.
You have to lose to win.
Yeah.
If you don't lose, you don't learn. You don't get the experience.
Just try to do it as an amateur.
Yeah. Well, that's
for
why,
everybody out there.
That's
try to do it as
that's
an
what
amateur.
amateurs are for. What do we have?
Yeah. Try to do it in the gym with your teammates.
Bam, my brother Bam. Damon Fieldman, celebrity boxing guru. Much love, Damon. You'll be coming on. You know, Damon, you gotta friend him. You guys gotta follow Damon.
Can we invite him in right now?
Can we get Damon in? Let's bring Damon in.
If we can get him in.
Yeah, Dave, you want to come in? Are you still there? Damien is killing it in Hollywood. My brother. He's all over the Inquirer, People magazine. He's with.
Did he just come up?
Did he come up? Mario Pie.
I need this. Are you that?
Can I just?
We need either his cell phone number or his email.
Is he in there
No,
yet?
that's
Is he
all right.
still in there? Dave, are you in there?
He's giving up. Why don't we take a break? Take a break.
All right, let's take a break. We're gonna come right back. I'm
We'll
gonna
be
try to
back.
get celebrity boxing guru Damien Fieldman in here.
We'll be back.
He's connected to everybody and he's doing a great job. Joe Giudice from Real Housewives is gonna be fighting on the show.
Nice.
Yeah. All right, let's come take a break. We'll be back. Where do you pop it?
Ah!
What happened?
We're back.
There we go.
We're back.
Trying
Jared,
to get the right angle.
let's talk about you for a minute.
Yeah.
What do you think about me?
Enough about you. Let's
Enough
talk about
you.
me.
What do you think about me?
It's all about you.
It's all about you.
So I want to talk about something. You ever have? I was asking you earlier. So tonight I'm looking in my eyes and I'm looking both ways and I kept like seeing a little like under here was like a little piece of hair and I'm like, is it my eye? And I'm trying to pull my eyelashes out. I got like
I think
three.
he was going crazy.
I have like 3 eyelashes left, by the way, because I thought
Is that the beginning of CTE?
could be.
It could be.
I should call Mickey Ward and donate my gym.
Yeah, I didn't use it anyway. He said.
There'd be people living in it. There'd be an apartment. There'd be a party in the backyard. People in a pool. Right?
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah. But anyway, I kept looking, and I started feeling there's a little blonde hair, and I can't see it. But if I look this way, it felt like something was in my eye. It was bothering me.
Yeah.
I couldn't get it for like 2 hours. I
That's
had
why
to
I
go
just
upstairs
roll
and
this
steal
to
my
it's
sister's
just everything
tweezers
in a way.
and pluck it out. Now I feel better. Everything's perfect. My vision is clear.
Everybody just left now.
Actually, no.
And he's
People,
coming in.
all right, Hector's coming back.
So,
Maybe not.
David.
Damon.
Oh, Damon's coming in. Damon Fieldman. Celebrity boxing guru in Hollywood.
He said 2 minutes.
All right, 2 minutes he'll be coming in.
I make, hey, right here. Who's this guy?
Who's
I
this?
make commercials if you guys want new ones. Yeah, I do. Give him my cell phone afterwards. I just call
Your
him.
brother.
Oh, jeez.
You can't see that?
Putting a plug in, huh, buddy?
Yeah, that was Jay.
Jason Edward Chattel, the people's poet.
The people's poet.
Pawtucket's poet.
He's a poet? I said that earlier.
Robert Mancini.
You got to see his latest video, though.
Fire,
Jay's
right?
latest video, it's about, like, all the nonsense and craziness going on in the state and the world. And
How come we haven't talked about 2020 yet? Again, we haven't even touched on it a little bit. Gyms, they're doing it to all the gyms. We've been closed now.
Yeah, right there.
What's that?
Lucio Florio.
that's today's, that 2020 is today's scripture.
You ready? You want to introduce Damon?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Damon, where is he?
Oh, yep, he's here.
I've been introducing him for the last
All
hour.
right, here he comes then.
What's up, Jared? What's up?
Hey, my brother.
What's up, guys? How you doing? What's up, Jared?
Is he? Are you near a Wi-Fi? Can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
You're a little staticky. Are you connected to a Wi-Fi in there?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Shit. Hold on. Let me do that right now. Hold on.
Yeah, every time you talk, Day, it's breaking up a little.
Yeah, sorry.
Is that on us, Rob? It's
Yeah,
not.
maybe you might have to disconnect the Wi-Fi that you're on. If you're on connected to someone's
Hector said
Wi-Fi.
he's coming back in 10 minutes.
All right, and Hector's
So
coming back at 10
Damon
minutes.
can jump in for a while.
All right. Day, what's going on, buddy?
Good. You see me now?
Yes.
sir.
Yeah. Well, you
All
just
right.
went off,
No,
but
We hear you though.
we hear you. How are you?
Damn, this is good.
No, it's probably
I'm
just
here.
got a phone call
Um,
on his phone.
I'm waiting for you to come back. All right.
Nice to see you guys.
We can't see him though.
Yeah,
might
We
be
can hear him though.
'cause
Yeah.
if he has,
I got it. Here we go.
We can't. Can you hear us though?
There we go.
Yeah, I see you now.
All right. We don't see you though. All right.
It
says
Here
I'm-
we go. All right. Beautiful. What's going on, my man?
Great. How you doing?
All right. Me and Dan, we met what about like a year ago through Adi Otwell?
Yeah, man. That's right. A year ago.
Yeah, it's about a year. What a crazy year, huh?
It feels like, I can't believe it's been a year. It feels like it's weeks. It's crazy how fast this went.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But I see you doing your thing, man. You've been grinding right through the pandemic. You still like got your foot on the gas.
Hey, man, knowing guys that do motivate me, you know what I mean? But definitely, yeah, there's only one way you have to go to keep moving for this, you know?
Yeah, I love what you're doing. I do. I'm checking.
What you got coming up?
So this is Todd the Hulk Chattel. He's New
My
England's
man.
first mixed martial art champion.
Nice.
My brother. So that's Damon. Damon, I was telling you.
What's up, brother?
Telling him all
You was
about
telling me about you the other day. What do you got coming up?
Yeah, right now, we just announced today social media showdown in June, where it's going to be two big social media stars going to fight each other.
Yeah.
And we also have Joe Giudice from Real Housewives.
Yeah,
He's going to take on Jennifer Lopez's ex-husband, and James Buster Douglas is going to be the referee.
James Buster Douglas.
Wow.
Am I hearing it right? Did he say he'll fight Tyson again?
He did, man. It's crazy because I called him and he's supposed to get back to me. I'm still waiting for that call to do it. I don't know what's going on.
That'd be crazy, huh? You think those two would be like going light like Jones and Tyson did?
Well, that's the thing. I think that James saw Tyson. Yeah, his legs didn't look that good, and that was his whole reason for, I guess, challenging him again.
Really? He's calling him out. He's saying you don't look that good. He wants it.
Yeah, I seen Buster Douglas fight like years after Tyson.
Yeah.
He cremated this guy.
Yeah, but
Just laid back, relaxed, and just put the guy to sleep. I forget what the guy's name was, but he's got power. That guy, man.
Buster Douglas.
Yeah.
Damon, you're a boxer, 9-0. We're both 9-0. Both retired at 9. We have a lot in common.
Yeah, man, it's something.
So, but once somebody does that to you and knocks you out like that, it's always in the back of your mind.
Yeah.
So that they always got an edge on you.
You could possibly knock me out.
And it makes the other guy feel like he can win, like he could get him again.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. I never could believe that Tyson even came back from that.
Right.
Because that was a pretty brutal knockout.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was. And
Tyson had a good chin too. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Buster Douglas knocks people out like he hits hard, bro.
Yeah.
People didn't give him enough credit. Like,
he hit hard enough to
knocked out Tyson.
Yeah,
Can
you just imagine that?
What's that?
I mean, can you just imagine that? Like, he goes in hoping he's going to win. He ends up winning it, and he makes millions and millions. It's just unbelievable, that story.
Now, let me ask both of you, as a fighter, because I just watched the Hector Camacho documentary, and I know the fight game. I know the fight world. I'm in the circle where I know the inside of sports and of this game especially. So it seemed like when Mike Tyson left his team, everything changed. Like when Hector Camacho left his team, like when you're with the nucleus of people that get you there, they know what makes you tick. They know how to get you up for a fight. When you go to a new team because you think the grass is greener, they don't know the person you are. They don't know the buttons to push. They don't know what it takes to get you ready.
Sometimes they're just there because you're up.
Sometimes they're only there because you're up and they want to make money.
Yeah.
Perfectly put. You're right, Jared, 100%. It's like, because if you got there, why would you change hands? It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense to me. It ruins so many people, ruin their careers because
I see it. It's ego, though. Sometimes it's ego with a fighter. A fighter will do everything he can. He'll lose a fight and he'll look for someone like in his corner or something to blame.
Well, you're in MMA. The bottom line is even some of these UFC guys, usually they're like, then they go to Bellator or bare knuckle fighting championships now. It's my brother's company.
Well, that's the promotion side of it. UFC is they really don't take care of their guys unless you're the best of the best.
That's something, man.
Like you'll be one of the greatest fighters, but if you're not top 10 greatest fighters, they'll drop you like a bad habit if your name's not hot. You'll go anywhere else, beat anybody else, and I that's the sad side of MMA. You know what I mean?
Hey,
you can really make some good fights out of these guys.
Yeah, not to interrupt you. I was watching a fight that Jimmy Burfield did with that Dave Batista. Were you at that fight?
Co-main event.
You were?
Yeah,
Oh, that's awesome.
at the Dunkin' Donuts Center in Providence, Rhode Island.
I was watching that, man.
Yeah.
And you see, isn't it unbelievable how big Batista was? You're thinking he could fight. It doesn't matter, obviously, size, but
Oh no.
that other guy almost beat him.
Yeah, that other guy barely trained.
I know, that's what it looks like. Yeah.
What's his name? Luciano? I forget his name. Dave Lucero or something like that.
Yeah, I forget. I was watching it the other night.
Crazy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they put me, I was a swing bout. They put me co-main because
Wow.
the whole place was green with all green shirts. My nickname was the Hulk.
Bro,
So
really?
like, yeah,
That's
let's
awesome.
keep everybody here.
Yeah.
Dave Bautista really didn't draw in like
No, but
audience that
there's few that draw in Rhode Island. Hulk is one of them. He's got a big
Nice.
following.
but we had some good fighters like Mike Campbell, Greg Rebello, I think it was Louis Felix, Andre Sokumtuk. We had great fighters on that card. They could have promoted like and killed it, but
Yeah,
Dave
that's
Bautista.
awesome.
Dave Bautista.
So when is your next event? Do you have a date?
Right now, we're going to do April 10th in Atlantic City. Then we're going to go probably May in Bahamas because that's the one with Joe Judice. And then we're doing June, hopefully. We're hoping to do 3 back-to-back because I'm going to be idle right now for the next few months, just working on things.
Now, is Joe Judice in Italy?
Yeah, Joe lives in Italy. That's what he can't come to America yet, but he's going to go to the Bahamas a lot, which is good.
Is he staying in Italy? He's not able to come back here?
Right now, he's not because of his, the rules with his sentence. And he's a great guy, though, man. You got to meet him.
Yeah. Is he still with his wife?
Now they split up, but he takes care of the kids still, and they're great friends, though.
Yeah, I see it. I love what you do, man. How about your son? I love your son's boxing now a little bit.
I saw what you said, my man. Thank you.
Oh, we just
See, your son too. Your guy also. Your son also looks
I
awesome.
can't hear you.
Damn.
Hold on. Oh, it's getting good.
Good. Still no.
Bring him back.
What happened?
There we go.
Damn.
You there? No voice, no volume.
You hear me now?
The blooper reel continues.
Yeah, who do we got to talk to about this?
Jeez. This is violations.
I wonder if everybody else can hear him, not us.
I don't know.
Can you hear me now?
This is when you got to learn sign language.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking
You're
that.
coming so handy right now.
Hey, it's all right. Listen.
If you can hear me, flick Jared off.
We can't hear you though.
You not at all.
Hold on. He's coming.
We
Okay.
can't hear you.
His son, he's got his son boxing now, and everybody got to start somewhere, and I'm watching it right now develop. And
Yeah.
So listen, who knows? We never really want our kids to take punches and beat fights, but what it brings for the child is so important. Huh? Hector's on.
He got the Puerto Rican flag in the back.
Now we got Hector on. We shut him
No,
off.
don't worry. Just I got it.
You're gonna put them both in.
I'm handling it.
All right. Can you hear us, Hector?
I can hear you, guy. Can you hear me?
Hold on.
Where's the volume on yours?
No, that's not it.
It's not it. 1 second. Unbelievable.
Jared owes you lunch.
Shane. Renee. Donated this whole press to Rhode Island Hospital Children's Hospital. Dave.
Yo, did he for that fight?
Yeah, but they can hear us.
You got to give him credit for that. Dave Bautista.
Yeah.
He donated his whole person to Rhode Island.
All right. We got no volume.
Can they hear each other?
No, now.
All right, you guys finish off the show.
Look at the heavies we get on. We got Damon Fieldman. Hector, do you know Damon?
Yeah.
Of course I do. Damon, how you doing?
That's my man. Can you hear me?
Hey, yeah, now we can hear you. Good. Now I'm in.
Oh, what's up, Hector? How you doing?
So
I'm doing
David
well, brother. You already
Fieldman,
know.
Good.
Staying young. Trying to stay young.
I know, man. You
Got 'em both.
down in
Alright.
Florida?
You're in.
So Hector, Damon
Yeah.
Fieldman is the celebrity boxing guru in Hollywood. He's all over. He's doing big
Yeah.
things. You two guys should hook up.
I know. We were
Hector-
going to. He's a great
We
guy. I
spoke
love
a
Hector
couple
Camacho
times. We
Jr.
spoke a couple times, me and Dave.
Yeah. Hector's doing big things, man. He's got a good story. His story is a story of perseverance, overcoming, because growing up in Dad's shadow, with he's got a first name, he's not his dad. And growing up, that shadow is sometimes hard to escape. I know firsthand.
Yeah.
So, he was able to do it his way. His dad is his dad. That's not going to change, but his story is pretty cool.
I was a fan of his dad and him. I love Camacho Jr., his story.
Thanks, Damon.
I've been trying to get him in celebrity boxing. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, Dave, we all gonna make it happen. Me too. So
We're
I'm
the
waiting for you.
right now.
yeah, we're the matchmaker. We're
You're
gonna
the
set,
middleman.
look at I'm putting the plug together. It's on the screen. So wait, I want to announce everybody. Don't sleep on Bro for It All, because Damon and I have been talking, and Damon loves the concept. So when this pandemic's over, we're gonna do something big with Bro for It All too. This could be like a WWE, and we take it on the road and we find out who's got grudges in what places and counties, and we go and we settle grudges on the road. It's gonna be a hit.
I love it.
I know.
All this stuff
That's
happened.
the best way to handle it.
When we were all talking, and then the pandemic happened. Even with Hector, I was talking to him, and then the pandemic happened.
Crazy with the
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. How do you
Let's
feel
talk about the vaccine. What do you guys think? Is this vaccine for real?
All right, so I have a very dear friend who's very dear to my heart, and I trust him as much as I trust him and love him. And he's a military guy, like a Marine, like a really sergeant type of straight living guy. And he texted me the other day. He said he volunteered to take the vaccine, and he did his first dosage today.
Wow.
That was like 2 days ago. Yeah, and he said no one knows about it. I didn't tell my wife yet. I didn't tell anybody yet.
Everybody knows now.
But he sent all his personal friends a message saying that a Russian company made it, and he took it, and he said he's feeling good and he knows what it is.
That's great to hear.
It is a little good to hear. Yeah, it is a little good to hear. I still read it, and you're still apprehensive because just look at what happened. Look at the world. Look at everything crazy. You don't know who to trust. You don't know what they're trying to do.
Oh yeah. I had it, guys. I had it 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, and luckily I stay in shape. But it wasn't bad. I have had flus worse, but it's scary a little.
Really, you did have it. Now, did you quarantined? Nobody else around you caught it?
Yeah, I quarantined for 2 weeks, and I cheated a little working out. I sweated out a lot, but
Yeah. Hector.
He's running from us.
Hector's
We're
moving.
stressing him out.
Hector is amazing, man.
I don't know if you guys are friends with Hector on Facebook.
Macho time.
Yeah.
Macho time.
Yo,
Yeah.
Watch this guy.
I don't know, but Hector's always.
This is my friend Perry, guys.
I'm always moving. I gotta stay loose. Loosey goosey.
Hector! That's Jared. He's funny. MMA star. What's up, guys?
How you
Feeling good,
doing,
brother.
buddy?
Waiting for the bell to
It's
ring.
my friend Perry. I've known him for years.
Oh, awesome.
Who is it?
My friend Perry.
Oh,
He invited me over for dinner, so I figure I'll get a free meal tonight.
yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hey,
He's
Hector.
been using me since we were 15 years old.
Wow.
Hector, I wanted to ask you something. 33 wins before you had any losses?
Me?
Yeah, 33 wins. That's
I believe
pretty
I went to
impressive.
36 for my first loss. Yes.
36 and 0. Imagine that, 36-0 before he.
Wow.
And
I was on the road, man. I was on the road. You know, it wasn't easy. The comparisons, but hey, I did it my way, and I did boxing my way, and I'm happy how it came out. I was 36-0. I got my first loss. But I already accomplished what my goal was in boxing, to be known for myself. So the rest didn't really matter to me.
Let's talk about outside of boxing. Let's talk about who you are as Hector Camacho Jr., not the boxer. Where, like,
I'm one of the
you'll
guys
always
who,
be the boxer, but the way you live your life, today.
but you know, I'm fortunate. I'm fortunate to have that big light around me. I won't say shadow, it's a light. So I grew up popular around my neighborhood. But the same token, I would look at people around me and I would tell myself, wow, God has blessed me. There are people who have less than me. So knowing that I was blessed, I always felt the need to give back. So that's who I am as a person. And what really changed everything around was Islam. When I started, walking that straight path from my deen to my faith, it changed everything around me. I changed as a person. I became more of a helper, more of a giver, more than what can I get, So it changed my whole way of life.
I like that.
I thank New York for that. I came up the hard streets in New York, a drug-infested, high crime area from New York City. And
how'd you avoid it?
Well, it was tough. My family really avoided it for me. I go with 4 females. They kept me in the boys club in New York, the boys club. After school, I go to boys club, and the boys club, I play sports all day: basketball, football, baseball. And when you play sports all day as a child, you don't go to sleep. You don't want to hang out. So that was the method of keeping me on the streets, keeping me in sports,
keeping you busy.
What about your dad's side of the family? How was you and your dad's side?
You gotta love them. They're all like the Macho Man. They're all hyper people, great energy, party animals. They were totally different from my mother's side. They were more the educated side, more the well-mannered people, the well-groomed, taking care of themselves. The Camacho family was fun.
Yeah, here you go. They were fun, wild.
They were happy people, Puerto Rican party, listen to music. And that time, the Macho was the Macho Man. So, they was on their way up.
Yeah,
they lived a good life,
Is it your father's side of the family that were all the boxers?
It comes from my father's side, yes. My mother also was in a boxing gym. My mother also was a gang member. She was young.
Oh, okay.
My father also was in the streets when we were young. So I came out pretty good. Coming from my mother, came from the family, the gang. My father came from the gang side as well. They were fighters, both in the streets. So I came out pretty well.
Yeah. So you grew up in the middle, and at any point, there could have been a point in your life when you were young. Like you mentioned something to me earlier about your dad busting your chops about growing up with women and calling you a sissy. Situations like that can change the game for you. You just kind of stayed on your course and kept going, and that's good. That's a strength. That's a superpower.
I mean, you can relate to me because you came up the same way, Gerard. Our father was heroes. No matter what we do in life, we could never be better than our father. They'll always compare us to him. I got tired of that comparison. I said, you know what? I might not be the Macho Man inside the ring like he was, but outside the ring, I'm damn sure be a better man. And I made it upon myself to do good in life, to give back in life, to change the family roots.
Yes, that's my brother. Yes, and
Hector, you definitely, man, you're awesome. But you had a lot of big shoes to fill, man. Your dad was amazing, and it's great to see where you're at right now, man. Like you keep going.
And you know what, Damien? You want to help me, Damien? I never looked at myself like want to be like my father or be better than him, because you can't compare to legends like that. Those kind of legends come once every 100 years. Like the Ali, the Durant, the Chavez, the Leonard. They come every 100 years. Those fighters ain't born every day. So from the beginning of my boxing career, I put it in my head. My father's special, yes. I'm not trying to live up to my father's shadow. I'm not at all. I'm my own man.
Yeah,
I love that, man. I do.
Yeah, if I was to try to chase his dream, I'll be depressed. I would never, no matter what I do, I would never get to my father. I didn't want that shot. I didn't want that pressure on me. For what? I used
yeah.
the shadow as a light to guide me.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
all.
Yes. Amen to that. That's what I'm talking about. That's what
You know,
Rise
it's
is
basically
about.
using a negative to a positive.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
And too many people use that negative as an excuse to bail out in life and say, "Oh, well, this happened," or a lot of people can't. So that's a superpower. That's a strength to be able to take a negative and make it a positive, even when nobody thinks we can.
100%.
Yeah, I knew my road would be tough if I ever tried to compare myself to my father or had in my mind I would become better than my father. It would be a tough road. I didn't want to go through that. I wanted to be the best I could be. I didn't want that pressure on me. I know I get caught up in that pressure.
Yeah, I love that.
So that card that you fought, that was your father's brother. It was you, your father, and your uncle all on the same card, and you were the main event, right?
Yeah, that was a historic night. It's rare you see father and son the same night, but it's more rare we see father, son, and uncle. You know, and that was my highlight of my career when HBO called me up and said, "Camacho, we want you main event on HBO Kill Nation." I said, "Yeah, my father will fight the same night. Let's put my father main event." HBO told me, "No, you the main event." So that was my world championship fight. That was my 3-time world championship. When I became main event on my father's undercard, that was my highlight of my life.
That's awesome. We're going to take a break, though. Stick around. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. David
Macho
Philman, Hector Camacho Jr.,
JT, Sports Fan Base Network, Rhode Island.
We'll be back. We'll be right back. Are you ready? Yeah. What's up, gentlemen?
We back?
Hey, what's up, guys?
What's going on?
Hey, Macho. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I
can hear you guys clear.
So what took place before the fight with your uncle? Before that, when you were all on the same card, what took place with your uncle?
It was a macho moment, a macho moment. My uncle and my father had breakfast in the morning, and the breakfast ended up turning into a fight. There were dishes thrown back and forth with each other, cups, spoons, forks.
With each other?
It was a macho moment, man. Like us family members, there's nothing. We used to that. But
Yeah.
they had a fight in the cafeteria in the hotel. My uncle got locked up. My uncle got locked up for everything. My father stood out. And before the fight, like an hour prior to the fight, my uncle came out of jail. He filmed the same show. And it just so happened he had the best performance out of all three of us.
And he
just a macho moment.
An hour before his fight. Did he? Still fought.
Came out of jail, wrapped up, and fought. For us, that's normal. It's just another Camacho day life with Camachos.
Yeah.
But for other people, like, wow, what's going on? It's fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
It reminds me of me and my brothers. That's why I had to ask you about that.
What else?
I wanted to ask you if you had any advice for like the young up and coming fighters. What would you give them for advice?
A couple of advice. And one, I'll tell them, get a good team behind you. It's important to have a good team behind you. That's very important. And get people who's well off. They'll get people looking for money because they'll deplete you. They'll deplete you. But the most important thing for fighters, I would say, man, learn the boxing game. Take financial courses. Because 95% of fighters retire broke.
Yeah.
So the young fighters need to really talk about, need to take financial courses in boxing.
So take some business
manage their
courses
money.
or something.
And find that nick that work for you. We all gotta sell. We make money when we put butts in the seats. You gotta find that nick that work for you. What sells? You gotta build some kind of an aura around you. Some kind of you gotta market yourself. Cause that's what boxing is about. Entertainment. I learned that from my old man. If I take anything from my old man, I learned how he marketed himself. He was the first self-promoted promoter. The self-promoted fighter, the first one.
Yeah, definitely. He did it right.
I heard he used to draw his own costumes on a piece of paper and color them in and pick them up and have somebody make the costumes. Unique.
Yeah, look at it now. Back then, I thought he was nuts. I said, this guy's nuts. I'll see him drawing on his pad, cutting things out. I'll pay no mind. I'll look at him, pay no mind to him. I'm thinking, my back of my mind, man, he's nuts. But my father was ahead of his time, man. He was ahead of his time. He was, man. Looking back, he was ahead of his time. He drew his outfits. I mean, he lived the life. What he wanted to do. He lived his own way.
You know, everybody thought, when Hector Camacho Sr. would fight, it's, well, what outrageous costume is he gonna come out with tonight?
Yeah. They started talking about that.
And it was all about what was he gonna be? What was he gonna do? What was he gonna and that part of it, it's like you said, he was ahead of his time. He was doing the things that they're doing now then. It's the WWE. He's doing that now.
And you know what? Incredible when you look back how he made himself, how he recreated himself. You know, after the Rosario fight, he became a total boxer, mover. People was painting him down like, Camacho done. He came back with the flashy outfits. He recreated himself. He became a box office hit.
Yeah. He was the man.
Your outfits weren't too shabby either.
Wasn't too shabby. I wanted to keep it going, but at the end of the day, that's not me. But I do it for entertainment, for the marketing value.
That's what it is, and that's.
That's you know what you, Gerard, you was flashing your own ways. You better be in shape. You go inside a ring entry. You better be in shape. You know.
That's right. You know it. If you coming out like that, you better be ready. You better be able to fight. If you coming out dressed up like that, you better be ready to fight. How about, the first thing that come to my mind thinking about that is Delante Wilder coming out.
Oh, Delante Wilder.
Delante Wilder coming out with the executioner,
And then he used it for every excuse in the book.
Like the costume was too heavy. They poisoned them. Yeah. What do you think about that? Seriously, guys.
You know what? It's not for everybody. You gotta remember when Floyd Mayweather fought Arturo Gatti, he went inside a ring in a Trojan outfit like my father, but it looked good on Floyd. It looked natural on my father. So it's not for everybody. Yeah. It's not for everybody.
They were trying to steal his style.
Look, Pazienza did it, but Pazienza looked good doing it. It had people.
He was shining, I watched that documentary, even in the hood, with the big gold chains, the cars. He was shining. He loved people. He was shining, man. Not everybody could do that.
He was a homeboy from the hood, from the streets, So we embraced him in Spanish Harlem. Because when you come from Spanish Harlem, and you basically have zero to no chance of getting out. I mean, we come from a rough area. Yeah. When you don't get out, you gotta be special to make it out the projects. You gotta be special to make out the hood. Macho Camacho did so. He's the blueprint. He don't even make out the hood. He made it to the White House to meet President Reagan.
Yeah, I know. That's
people of Spanish Harlem loved the Camachos.
Yeah.
They loved and adored you guys.
We don't change. I still go back to the hood. I still get back. I'm still in the streets talking to young kids. I'm still out there doing my community work. I mean, that's who we are. Giving back.
I watch you. I see you. I watch you doing it.
That's everything.
It's a dream. Because we come from a place my father came from. We come from the hood. Well, you're not supposed to make it. The odds against us. He did it. He's the blueprint for the young kids who do nothing but hang in the streets all day, get high. Hey, listen, I tell kids in the streets every time, listen, in this building, they one of the greatest fighters ever. Macho Camacho came from this building, from the same project you from. But he had
Wow.
a dream. He
Right.
accomplished shit. Anything
Right.
possible.
That's right.
Yeah.
So Hector Camacho Sr., the fighter, Hector Camacho Sr., the father. Talk about it.
You know, he wasn't your usual. He wasn't your regular father. Come home, check your homework. He was that type of father. He was the type of father. He would give me his love in his own special way. Remember, my father didn't have no father figure around him. He grew up by a single mother household. His mother, who's his mother and father, she was working. So Macho was basically alone in the streets. He didn't have a father figure. So I cannot blame him for not giving me that son-father love. When I was young, I had resentment. I didn't understand that. But now I'm old as a fighter. I understand the traveling, the business side of it. You don't really have time for nothing. You're trying to make the money for your family. I totally understand it now because I'm older.
Yeah, I love how you say you understand it now, but while we're going through that moment, those moments are tough to deal with at that age, in those moments is like, you don't understand, you don't get it until later on in life. And sometimes you never get it. Sometimes you hold resentment forever. But the fact that we get it and the fact that we understand that, I look at it like this because I come from the same thing, and I know my dad was a kid once, and how was he raised, and how were they raised, and so sometimes people change the course of their kids' future, and sometimes they follow suit and all they know.
Yeah.
Likewise on my end. I followed suit. All I knew was boxing, but what changed me as a person was all the errors and all the efforts my father done in the past. So I try to complete that. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Where you going? Where you going, Hector?
So
It's Macho time.
So Damon, I heard you got to go pretty soon. We're gonna be closing up shortly, but yeah, I appreciate you coming on. You're
My pleasure,
brother.
man.
We got a big future. We're gonna do big things together. We're gonna tie in everybody. We're gonna. I got a nice little plan once everything settles down.
I gotta come up to Rhode Island to see you.
Yes, absolutely.
Maybe you can make my first pro boxing against somebody crazy.
Well, let me ask you: did you ever think of? You should have my brother on the bare knuckle fighting championship guy. That might be up your alley.
Brother does the bare knuckle fighting.
My brother's the bare knuckle fighting championship. He owns that company. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, I've been watching that lately.
Right.
They're getting a lot of MMA guys going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It might be up your alley.
Used to this.
Because you have experience,
That's crazy, right?
Yeah,
I got some the kid Jeffrey Osborne that I fought.
I'm already ugly enough though.
The kid Jeffrey Osborne that I fought like in I don't know what was it 10 years ago. He keeps like inboxing me. He wants a rematch. He wants a chance to redeem himself.
Wait.
So wait. I'm thinking like, this is like the third time he's reached out to me. Now I'm getting aggravated. I'm like, I don't know. Do I have to like buckle down and get myself ready and then we do something big, Damon?
Yes, celebrity boxing, of course. Let's do it. We're brawl for it all. You're my man. I'm behind you all the way.
Amen, brother.
Nice.
Likewise. I support you. I love what you're doing with your son now. Love
you
the father you are. You represent a lot of good things. You inspire me. Definitely.
Well, hey man, we've both been on a journey that a lot of people haven't. So,
amen, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. So
I'll be watching that. Jennifer Lopez's ex-boyfriend.
Well, I hope to meet you, my man. Definitely.
See what kind of voodoo she put on him.
Who's her ex-boyfriend? Who is it?
No, ex-husband is Ohani Noah.
Can he fight?
A little bit. He has some boxing skills. It might be a little tough. Joe's training hard. It's a show. We'll have a good time with it.
Yeah, I see. Do they go in there and like trying to get each other?
They battle a little bit.
Swinging for the fences.
That's awesome. I seen you. I seen you with LL Cool J. You were on.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Oh, yeah.
You got LL Cool J, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, Shaq's my man.
Listen, you're doing it big, man.
You gotta get Shaq to fight somebody.
Jared, it's just, I appreciate it, guys. It's just about working, man. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate these opportunities, and I'm having some fun with it. It's the most important thing.
Keep Brian. Me and you, I'm telling you, we're gonna work together. We're gonna do big things.
Yeah.
I already know. It's
I
God's
feel
will.
it.
I feel it.
Yeah.
Right. So what are we doing here? All right, we're gonna go. But much love and good luck out
You
there.
too,
All right.
guys. Both of you.
All right, Dave. Take care.
All right,
All right. Thanks, guys.
All
Bye
right,
bye.
buddy. Thank you, Dave.
Bye.
Be closing up.
Yeah, we're gonna be closing up here. I know everybody's sick of looking at Todd's pretty face.
No, I
We're
I wanted to read something. We were talking about the 2020 stuff.
Yeah.
And there's a Luke 21:29, right? Check this out. It's pretty crazy. So on December 21st, there's gonna be I think it's Saturn and Jupiter like gonna be lining up, and they call it the Christmas star, which is like the Star of David. You know, the star they say that David.
Yeah.
So now if you read in Luke, it says he told them this parable: look at the fig tree and all the trees. When they sprout leaves, you can see for yourselves and know that the summer is near. Even so, when you see these things happening, you know that the kingdom of God is near. Woo! Excited. Isn't that something?
That's the best part of this podcast.
I'm
Is
saying
the word at the end. How
he's
can you
near,
lose?
and we're rising, and we're trying to put some good stuff out there. So, you know,
listen,
we can all be ready because, you know, we want to stand before that man, and we want the maker to say, I'm proud of you, son. You know what I mean?
I say it all the time. 2020 has been tough, but, you know, if you're in a good situation, don't worry, it will change. If you're in a bad situation,
don't worry, it'll change.
Don't worry, it will change.
Yeah.
It changes. Nothing stays the same. These are moments. Let's keep fighting and let's battle through it. There's only
use that,
one way.
like Hector said, use that negative, turn it positive.
Yeah. You know, people are losing their businesses. That, you know, it's ugly out here. You know?
Use that for motivation.
Yeah.
Use it for learning experiences.
Try to find some good in whatever it is that is going on. There's always a positive in something.
You never know what the next man is going through, so try to have some patience.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's
we can build each other. We rise together.
Yeah. All right, people.
All right, folks.
Till next week. Woo!
Peace.
All right, guys.
We out.